Okay, what day is today? Today is Wednesday, August 13th, I believe. Let's double check that. Yeah, August 13th. It's about 8:04. I'm about 25 minutes away from meeting with the victim's advocate for a domestic violence case that I have against Avapuhi. As most of you know, that her and I were married 15 years. November would be 16 years. So the reason I'm doing this is because I want it documented. For myself, as well as my daughter, and kind of document the process that we're going to be going through, because today is like I said, the first day of a domestic violence case against her that happened back in April of 24. It was something initially. I had the police come and she ended up getting arrested, and she spent a week in jail, and I kept her in there because I felt it was something that she needed to be held accountable for. We had problems for a while. A lot of it had to do with finances, and this situation magnified. We had gone to Bishop Museum, and we were super late on rent, and we'd had 2 cars repossessed already. The last place we lived in, we were evicted from. We ended up getting evicted from the place that we were at this time. So in total, we actually had 3 cars repossessed. So financially, we were in trouble. Even though we had a business, we were in trouble. And I kind of put my foot down. Enough's enough. Like, we don't have money. She wanted to stem because she wanted to buy a nice dress, and I said we don't have the money for that. Then she wanted to get something to eat, even though we had kind of eaten something earlier. Nothing big. So I understand if she was hungry, but the point of it was we had just gone shopping like a day or 2 prior, had tons of food in the house, and I said we can't pay $22, $24, whatever it was, for a plate lunch. We're only 20 minutes away. Let's just wait and go eat. And she was mad at me, which is an ongoing thing with her. She got mad at things, particularly if she wasn't able to spend money. But I won't get into that because I don't want to trash her. She does a good job trashing herself. But, it escalated from there. We got into the car, and we just kept arguing about it. And she ended up punching me in the head. And I'm just about to get on a freeway, so I can't even defend myself. She punches me in the head. So mad. And then because of that, my reaction was to kind of try to stop her. So I punched her leg. I punched her in the thigh, which enraged her more, and she punched me again in the head. And I'm driving, I have nowhere to go and stop. I'm just getting on a freeway. People behind us, cars going by us 55 miles an hour, 60 miles an hour. So I hit her again as hard as I could while driving, and trying to let her know, hey, listen, I have power to stop. It worked. She jumps in the back seat. She takes all her clothes off. And I say, what are you doing? She says, when we get home, I'm going to kick your ass. I'm like, oh. So the whole entire way, she's behind me. I don't know if she's going to hit me. I don't know what she's going to do, because she's already hit me twice while driving. She's not going to use any rationale while she doesn't care. So the whole entire time, I'm worried about what she's going to do. We end up getting home. Everything's okay. She seems like she's calmed down a little bit. She tells me go in the house, get my stuff, and leave. And I tell her, no, I'm not getting my stuff and leaving. This is my house. We need to talk rationally about it. So she stayed in the car. To her credit, she stayed in the car. She came back in the house about 20 minutes later. I was sitting on one end of the couch. She was on the other end. And it was kind of peaceful. not talking. I don't have a tendency to really talk when things aren't going well. I kind of, I think it's best to be quiet in these situations. So I was quiet. And then, of course, for her, it's kind of eating her. So she wants to talk about it again. Okay, we started talking about it. And, you know, I'm standing my ground. Like, we don't have money for this stuff. Like, we have to start being responsible. This is out of control. Like, we're going to be homeless. So she gets up. She flips over my coffee table, which is heavy. It's not a light coffee table. So, I mean, enraged anger to lift it up. She runs into the kitchen. I don't know what she's going to do, grab a knife or what she's going to do, because she's already hit me, doesn't care. She's hit me prior to this too. About a month prior, she punched me in the face and then bragged about it online. Bragged about how she gave me a black eye. It's one of her problems. She has no problem, you know, showcasing her bad news all over the internet. It's just something she loves to do, but whatever, that's her gig. So as she's going in the kitchen, I kind of already prepared myself, having my camera ready to film, which I had filmed her almost daily now to get evidence, because I knew we were headed down a bad road and I just wanted to make sure I covered my bases, which I recommend everyone do if you're having problems and somebody's getting violent. You need to tape record everything, conversations. If it's not anything, then delete it, but I tell you, save everything. Save it, even if you don't even think so, because down the road it could very well come back to something that he or she said that you can use in court or whatever. But anyways, start tape recording. In perfect timing, she comes out of the kitchen. She has a pot in her hand and she throws the pot at me as hard as she can. It misses me, goes over my head, hits the wall. I say to her, "What the fuck are you doing?" And she just starts mauling me, attacking me. And then I get up to protect myself. And now you know, she's hit me twice in the car. Now she threw a pot at me. Now I'm kind of like, okay, I'm not gonna wuss out here. Like, I need to control you. This is crazy. So grab her, put her on the ground, and I'm trying to wrestle her arm. She's squeezing out, trying to get at me, and she starts scratching my face, digging her claws in my face. And if some of you haven't seen the photos, maybe someday I'll post them, but it's pretty bad. It looked like a bear attacked me. But, you know, and then I noticed that for whatever reason, the phone wasn't filming again. So now I'm wrestling with her. I'm trying to get my hands on the phone to start recording again. So I get it to record again. And by then I have her on the ground. I have her arms, and I notice that blood is dripping down kind of on her shirt or whatever. So things look like they're calming down, and she starts telling me she can't breathe. You know, can't breathe. Like, I'm like smothering her, which I wasn't. I was controlling her. I was on top of her. Obviously, I'm bigger than she is. But she's telling me she can't breathe. So in one aspect, I'm like, okay, she's manipulating me to get up and hit me again. But again, I don't want her to hurt, because I do love her and I don't want her to be injured. So she, I let her go. I kind of slowly got off of her, and she got up and she's like, "Now you know it's over." I was like, "Well, you think?" But then she gets up and comes after me again, like even more enraged. So as she's coming at me, I like straight kick her, because I don't want her near my face, right? So she falls on the ground, and I get on top of her again to control her. And as soon as I get control, which was a while, I was like, I gotta get out of here. I have to call the police. I'm gonna get killed, whatever. So I ended up leaving as fast as I could. She had slight hesitation. I didn't know she followed me until I looked at the camera. So she ended up following me like, I don't know, 30 seconds after I left. I drove away. I blocked her and everything. I called HPD, explained it. They came real quick. When I was driving down the street, I took a left. She thought I took a right. So she came around looking for me still. And this video of her saying, "Did you call the cops? Because you call the cops, I'm going to get arrested. I'm not going to fucking stop, Jamie. I'm not going to fucking stop." Now, there's no audio, but there's clear lip syncing that I'm not going to stop. Like, you read her lips, you know exactly what she said. So, and then that same video, she's driving, she can't find me, so she goes back home and she notices the cops. You can see that she sees the cops. And I think she says something like, "Oh, the cops are here." And when I see the police come in, because I drove around the corner and I was waiting for the police to arrive, I kind of followed them in. So anyway, she got arrested for abuse of a family member or domestic violence. They took photos of my face. She spent a week in jail. I bailed her out. We can get into that at a later time. But this is to, again, talk about how victims, and I was a victim, clearly, okay, how victims are just not protected. And the reason I say that is because I've been meeting with the prosecutor, who's a really good guy. The prosecutor, I had tons of evidence. I had all the video evidence, and my police report explained the situation that started at Bishop Museum. And it's an important part of it because it escalated from there. The problem is the judge would not allow any evidence or a discussion in court. I can't even discuss in court that we got into an argument starting earlier in the day at the Bishop Museum, and it was about money, and it was about a plate lunch, and it was about a dress. I can't even talk about that. Okay? And I cannot discuss any prior times that she's hit me, which she did. Prior times she had hit me, I called the police. She got evaluated. She was diagnosed bipolar 2. I cannot discuss that because in the court's opinion or their outlook is it prejudices the jury, because what may have happened before doesn't mean that it happened here or this time. And I understand that. I completely understand. However, it certainly shows that she has anger issues. It certainly shows that there's a history of violence. Okay? But now all they have is the video. Thank God. The video that I took, which didn't really even show her throw the pot, but it did. I said, "What are you doing?" And she came after me, and I kind of moved away to protect myself. You can see the camera going away, and then you can hear the pot hitting the wall, and then we're wrestling around and then stopping, and I can use the next video. But the thing is I don't know how this is going to play out. But she also, after I bailed her out of jail, and I did it on purpose, I kept her in there a week to have her held accountable. Hopefully she had time to think about her actions and would take accountability and apologize. That never happened. Okay, that never happened because she's a complete narcissist, and narcissists take no accountability for any of their actions. But moving forward, she actually posted on her social media bragging that Dora went to jail, and she was talking about, oh yeah, they were asking me, did you see his face? And she's like, well, I didn't even have a chance to break his jaw, something of that nature. So she's basically admitting her intentions, that she hit me. I can't use that video either. I can't use a video of her bragging about hitting me. So all it is, the only thing I can use in a domestic violence case is I can't talk about what happened 20 minutes earlier because they consider that a separate event. It wasn't connected to being attacked at the house. It's a completely separate event, which is ridiculous. I said, the prosecutor is like, okay, if it's a separate event, then let's charge her for assault. Have another charge against her. She assaulted me in the car while driving. He's thinking about it. I'm like, why not? If she hit me, it's part of the whole process. But this case is about abuse of a family member. So I have to prove that I live in the house, we're married, we're in a relationship, we get the kids, which is all yada yada. I mean, it's a strong case because obviously I'm bleeding, scratched up. She has no marks on her. The police officer, that one of them that was there, is going to testify as well. And I'll follow up with the video. But I spent all night going, you got to be kidding me. I mean, the poor people. Like, I'm good. Like, I'm not mentally damaged from it. I'm hurt that my marriage is over. I'm hurt that my family's destroyed, as anyone would be. But I'm not mentally hurt. But there's people that get emotionally damaged from this stuff for the rest of their life because of what's happened time after time after time to people. It's not right. Something's got to change. These progressive rules, these progressive laws are ridiculous. I'm all for protections of the defendant, 100%. And kudos to the lawyer. Kudos, he did his job. He did a good job. And my understanding is it's the lawyer's first time. It's his first trial. So, hey, bro, you did a good job. But I'm certainly concerned. If she gets away with this, do you know how bad she's going to be? She already brags that she's a champion at court. She's been arrested for terroristic threatening a sheriff, assaulting a neighbor, which she pleaded no contest to. She was given 10 days community service, never did it, no intentions in doing it. So because she didn't do community service, had to go back to jail. She had to go back to court. And ended up accepting 1 day of jail time that she already spent. So she got credit. So she kind of got off of that. She don't care. She's never going to pay the guy. I guarantee you that. She owes him restitution for $600 and something. And, she's bragging she got away with it. She didn't get away with it. She's been held accountable for that. And that's a good thing. But I can't even use that case of showing how violent she is. So all I have is a video that's scrambling around. And I'm pretty sure the lawyer's going to turn it where I was kind of aggressive, but whatever. I have no history of violence. I'm not that person. But I'm about to meet with the victim's advocate. We're walking over to jail today. They're going to be the first part of the day till lunch, jury selection. I was very concerned and made it known to the prosecutor. Hey, listen, a lot of people know who she is now because she's a very hardcore Hawaiian activist. Not the ones that try to work through peace to get things done. She works through violence and making fun of people constantly and not the right way. And that was another problem for us. I 100% support the Hawaiians getting their land back. Some of my best friends are Hawaiian. And she's the mother of my child, who of course is half Hawaiian, and my stepson. But I 100% supported her in her role of, getting her lands back. But she became violent, and that was another issue for us. And that was, she chose being violent. She chose going at it the wrong way. And if she gets away with this, which she might, crazy, because I had so much confidence. I have so much evidence with her. Divorce is going to be tough on her, trust me, because in divorce course it's a different story. I can talk about everything. We can go on for days with all the video I have. Save text messages, save social media posts. Believe me, I have so much stuff. But if she gets away with this, she's going to get worse, and she could get hurt. And I don't want her to get hurt. At one time, we were good, man. We went from being married on one of the most beautiful beaches in the world. Get married fast, which is maybe the problem, having a child right away. Everything was great, man. There's a age difference which created a challenge, but the love was real. I thought anyways. At least it was for me. But, we go from getting married on one of the nicest beaches in the world. Beautiful. Raining for 3 days straight. Pouring rain 3 days straight. That day of the wedding, raining. Pouring. She's like, what do you want to do? I'm like, just go. Let's see what happens. When we get to the beach, I swear to you, the clouds cleared. The sun came out. You see our wedding photos. You wouldn't even imagine the rain that was happening. The wedding was beautiful. Not a lot of people there because it was quick and it was perfect. As soon as the wedding was over, we did our vows that I do. The clouds came back in and rained again. So you tell me it wasn't meant to be. At least then. No longer. She was supposed to be in my life then not anymore. Like, I'm good, I'm moving on. But it was, I mean, it's amazing how fast your life can change. So I'm gonna end the video because I have to meet her, but tell you guys, don't take anything for granted. Live every day. Love your family. You get into problems, fix them. But it takes two, and it takes work on both ends. You gotta fix them. Never, ever hit the person you love, your spouse, ever. God forbid I'm here right now. I can't even believe I'm about to go into a courtroom. I can't even believe it. Fucked up, man. All right. Wish me luck.